Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Yes, a happy new year. I haven't seen you all in quite a few weeks. Happy New Year. So many of you. The chat is blowing up already, y'all. So good to see you all. I saw that Sarah was first and CJ, of course. My Mona, thank you for helping us out today. And I saw Jose and BH and what's up, Josh? Nicola, my love, how you going on? Um, so how are things? How's the new year for you guys already? Mari, hola Mari, ¿cómo estás? Welcome, welcome. Is this your first time here? Let's make sure we make Mari feel very welcomed. Summer, you're here. Hey, I know it's late in the UK. So thank you for staying up and showing up. And John, hello. Paradise Earth, hello. Oh my gosh, Angela, welcome back. How are you all? I'm just so delighted to be back with you guys. It's been a whirlwind. The last couple weeks, months have been so, as you well know, probably have some idea as to how bonkers it probably could have been. Yeah, it's been a while, Summer, since you've been here. And it's only 10, Nicola. However, Summer might have an earlier time to go. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so it's nice to have you guys. I am just gonna chill. This is gonna be a low-key chill Friday. So happy to be with you. Ralitza, welcome. Hello, my Molly. Oh my gosh, welcome. I am so happy to see you all. It's just making my day, making my week, and so far my month. It's been a lot. So sending lots of massive hugs. I see that Mona's already putting that in the chat. So I am going to piggyback off of that. Yes, Miguel, hello, welcome back. I'm loving all the hearts. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. I'm really feeling it and appreciating it. Yeah, nothing wrong with starting chill. That's just where I'm at, and I'm not gonna like over embellish things and try to like hype things up just for hype's sake, so that when I'm really up here, I'm really up there, right? So we're just gonna take it easy. We're just gonna catch up, see how things are going, and prayers to Molly. I'm not certain why, but let's have a check here. Struggling so far this year. Yeah, it's been stressful. Yeah. And staying strong. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Molly, for staying strong. That's exactly what I feel like I'm doing. Truth. So, struggles are real, right? Struggles are real. Gosh darn it, Molly. You got me right off the bat. I thought I was going to be able to keep my cool, but I can't fake it. You know me. I cannot fake it. So, this is where I've been for, oh boy. Oh boy. It comes in waves. Um, as you can tell, I'm still grieving. I will be for a long time. And that's okay. That's part of the process. And that's part of where I'm at. And I have to accept it. I can't get upset with myself. I can't get impatient with myself. And that's just what I want to share, right? Because some of you are perhaps going through a similar-ish thing, and some of you are perhaps you know not. So we welcome it all, right? We welcome it all. So I can't read comments right now. It's really hard to read comments through tears. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but I've tried many times, and it's no easy task. So I'm gonna try. I see Lily Pink Queen is back. Thank you. I receive your hugs. Woo. Let's see what else. Hi, Jolie, my joy. How are you? Yes, Angela, you're missing your dad. I'm missing my sister. It's tough. Grieving is tough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I've been doing a lot of what I tell you guys to do, and I've been missing her a lot, so that she knows and she feels good wherever she's at. So that I'm doing a lot, and it ironically makes me feel better to miss her more because as I have I guess convinced myself that the more I miss her, the more she knows. And she shows up in my dreams and she's still in my heart. So that's all I can do, right? So for anybody who's new here, I'm sorry, but this happens a lot. So if you watch me in Dhar Mann videos and you see me crying, chances are it's very, 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 very like yeah, no, they are real tears because if I can't cry, I can't cry. And I'm like, where are the tears? But I'm a crier and I'm proud of it now. So um Vishwas, hello, welcome back. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm seeing some new faces here or new names, new profiles. Milanki Dewet. If you're crying, I'm crying with. Oh, well, don't cry because I'm crying. Because do whatever you want. Who am I to tell you not to cry? I hope that it's not me who's bringing you down. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to bring anyone down, right? I love doing these lives and I love having a lot of energy, but I also can't hide where I'm at. Right? You guys would be able to see through it anyway. You know me well enough by now. So that is just how we're gonna roll. And sending lots of prayers, Maddie. I know you have been going through a lot, and so perhaps that's why some of you are sending prayers in the chat to you all. Mona, I know you fully know too well, and I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you. I've been very isolated and I'm really appreciating it. To me, being isolated, I love it. I love being alone. It just gives me time with my thoughts and my meditations and my journal. So I love moments of isolation, and that's what I'm doing right now. It's just kind of like cocooning, and just kind of going with it and riding the waves because man, there are waves, and I'm not a surfer. I am so not a surfer. I cannot ride a surfboard, and I'm not even that great of a swimmer, but I'm going with the waves because it's easier to go with the waves than to go against them, right? That I know, right? Like whenever you go against the waves, they hit harder. So I'm just going with whatever flow there is. And sometimes there's a lot of flow, pun intended. um, it's funny. I sent an email to Dhar Mann, not him personally, but to the Dhar Mann studio team. And I wrote, I go, guys, if there's a really sad role, can you like keep me in mind for it? Because I really just want to cry for 5 days and have like a reason to and put it into a character. And they responded going like, okay. I titled the subject A Weird Request. Because us actors, we're weird, right? It's like, we want to put what we're feeling into a character. And I have so many feelings right now that I just want to like put it into a role. And it's interesting because oh my gosh. Okay, so I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. I'll give you a couple updates. So you saw the video with Kennedy that just came out, right? Guys, oh my gosh, guys, oh my gosh, Lily, I see the waves. That's the perfect emoji. Where is that emoji? I have not seen that emoji. I gotta go hunt it down. I've never used that emoji, but that is gonna be like my go-to emoji now because it's like I'm getting kind of, bounced around in the waves for sure. Um, 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 what was I gonna say? I give you so much motivation, Lily. Guess what? You're giving it to me. Just know that I am a mirror. You are giving me love and support right now and hugs, and I feel it. And so that's what I'm giving right back at you, right? So I think um 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 what the heck was I talking about? Oh, Dhar Mann videos. Yeah. So you saw the one with Kennedy, right? That just came out a couple days ago. I saw it And let me tell you, okay, for anybody who has been on this journey with me the last couple months and knows where I'm at and what things have been unfolding for me in my personal and private life, um, that was the first video I had to do right after it happened. It meaning my sister passing. So when I saw the email from Darman Studios, I'm like, yes, I get to cry. I get to do a role. And then I read the script. I'm like, oh no, I'm not crying in this one. Oh my God, how am I going to pull this off? How am I going to pull this off? How am I going to pull this off? Like that was all that was going through my mind for days leading up to it and during it. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. Um, and I just want to take a little sidebar. Nicola, Angela, Ninja, my loves, thank you for supporting me and the channel and for being here and loving on me so much right now and always. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate it always, and thank you for being just such incredible supporters. And I was gonna say a word that probably didn't sound right, but I meant it in a cool way. But I gotta be careful because YouTube. But hello, Ninja Keith. I didn't see you trickle in, so hello. Just going back to put a bow on this story. So that was the first video I had to do coming back from my travels, going to see my sister pass. And I couldn't cry in that one. I was like, what the heck? Why are you doing this to me? I need to cry. So I had to be like this snippy little like best friend who's like, yo. So Mariana wasn't very helpful to Kennedy, or what was her name? Candace. But I think I pulled it off, right? I think I pulled it off. Did anybody see that one yet? Do you think I pulled it off? So between takes, I was just like, oh my gosh. So that was hard, but I think I pulled it off. Tell me, what do you think? Yes, I pulled it off. Okay. I'm proud of myself. I saw it. I was like, oh, okay. You can't tell that I was crying between takes. And I also didn't want the production to know, right? So that's part of being on a professional set. Like, just because you're feeling something, you're feeling a lot, you're going through a lot, you don't bring that to work. In my opinion, that's how I was trained. You don't bring that forth, right? You can't pull the energy down out of a room like I'm doing right now. um, but it's like I was always trained that like you leave it at the door. I don't care if you're an actor, if you're a hostess at a restaurant. I was that many times. I don't care if you're in a corporate job. I was that too. I don't care if, you're a dancer. I was that too. Like anything that I've ever done, I've always thought of like not bringing my personal life to my job, leaving it at the door. And I really do believe in that. So in between takes, when I would get like sad, I would just go outside, like, because we were filming at one of the locations and there was easy access to go outside. So I would just go outside, sit in the sunshine for a little bit, and then come back in. And a little interesting note, because you guys are my fry fam and I can say this and I can, be myself and honest with y'all. But what was really interesting as well was that on that day, there were several of us, right, in that video, in that party scene, right? There was like 5 of us in that party scene, the divorce party, if you have seen it. And all the girls, understandably, rightfully so, started talking about their sisters. And I was like, oh, and I was like, and I was like, literally, like, I landed the night before and I started filming the next day. And I was like, oh my gosh. And they're talking and sharing photos about their sisters. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? What is going on? And my sister's name, my sister in heaven now, her name is Jackie. And one of the girls was like, oh, this is my sister Jackie. And I was like, what? So yeah. Can't believe I'm telling you this. But yeah, so I pulled it off. Thank you, Nikhil. Now that you know what that was like for me. Riding the wave reminds me of something I heard in a song a couple days ago. Yeah, Joy, share the song.
Yeah, I was hyped. I was like, "Yo, don't mess with my girl." And that's me too, right? Like, you're not gonna mess with my friend. You're not gonna mess with my family. You're not gonna mess with my husband. Like the Dominican New York, and you've seen that. She comes out. So that's what I was like tapping into. I'm like, come on, Dominican New Yorker, bring it out. So that's kind of what I did. But yeah, so that was fun. Um, Finally the weekend, yay, right? Even though all the days are blending for me, I have no idea what day is what. I still feel that you know, I don't know. When you're not working, and I'm not working right now, it's like the days blend, right? It's like you have no idea what day is what. But wait, I know it's Friday, right? I know it's Friday. That I know for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Lily. For whatever reason, I could see your comments. I promise this is not planted or staged. It's like I can only see your comments for whatever reason through the tears, but I'm really happy to read them. So thank you. Your sweet sister was definitely with you that day as an angel while working. Oh, you know it. That's how I got through that. Thank you, Mona. Oh God, I can't imagine that happening to me. Jose, yeah, well, I don't wish it on anybody, so hopefully you never have to feel that. But if you do, when you do, should it happen, what you do is you dust yourself off and you're like, let's do this, right? You got to hype yourself up, right? You have to. Um, and you don't have to do anything. That's what I chose to do. That's what I chose to do. You do as you wish. You do you, I do me. I want to be seen as a professional. So that's how I chose to do that. But yeah. Woo. Right? I know, Josh. Well, no one was insulting my family. It was just a tough situation to be in. And to always be the crier in a video and then not be able to cry, I was like, "Oh my God, I have so many tears. Where do I put them?" I did not know where to put my tears on that occasion. And there's one other one, but when that one comes out, I'll tell you the story for that one because I don't want to like give too much away because it hasn't come out yet. But I have another couple videos that I shot before the holidays, so that story, stay tuned. I'll come back with that story and I'll tell you the behind the scenes on that one. Oh my gosh, guys, it was intense too. But I'm kind of trying to all right, let's see. Let's see where we go from here. I'm taking all the virtual hugs. Thank you, everybody. Nicola, Lily, CJ. I appreciate them. I treasure them. Um, Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Rodrigo's back. Hello. Welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, let's see. Hmm. Um, I'm sorry to hear that, Lily. I'm sorry to hear that. Sending love and peace around that, right? Um, do I have a Disneyland vlog I would like to do this year? I don't know what's happening this year. I wrote my 2024 intentions. I have like 4 pages of intentions. I'm not calling them resolutions this year. I'm calling them intentions, intentionally. um, so um, I wrote them this week and I love them all very much. I don't know what's going to transpire. I'm really, really, really going to practice let go and let God. That's what I'm going to practice this year because obviously he's the one that knows and is in control as far as I'm concerned. Y'all can, give that credit and power and honor to whoever you deem fit for you, but for me it's God. And Man, did he surprise? That ending was shocking. 2023, I'm not gonna front. 2023 ended up being, I was not anticipating this because I was having a really good run. But you guys saw the whole year with me, most of you. 2023 ended up being my most challenging year. Starting from February, that we all partook in something very difficult. Then in April, we were here for that as well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, y'all must be newer to the channel, and so I welcome you. And 2023 slapped me around. Like I got some bumps and bruises from 2023, and I'm here, thankfully, and still, and plan to continue to be here despite and perhaps because of what transpired. And it's just my commitment to us, to the Fry fam, to myself, because I know I have not done what I want to do with this channel, for you all. So I am still committed to showing up. Some days it's not so easy, like today, but I knew I would feel better coming on here. So that's like the motivator, right? So sometimes maybe you can use that as a motivator. Like, I know something might be very difficult to do. And then maybe you look at like what the positive feeling you want to have coming out of it, right? So I was challenged coming on here today. And then I knew, but like my Fry fam is going to make me feel better. Like, why wouldn't I want to feel better? What? Is that minute 22? Oh my gosh, minute 22. Anybody who's new here, I haven't been able to keep track with the chat, but if you're new, minute 22 is when I share the lesson of the week. Yeah. Wow, that came fast. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thought interruption there. Let me just make sure everything's okay in here in the chat. I know Mona and Angela are taking amazing care of you all, but I just want to make sure everybody is doing good. Yeah. All right. Oh my God, 2222 in the UK. Molly, I love that. So 2222 is my sister's favorite number. So I love seeing 22. So that's why I think I made the lesson time at minute 22, and probably because I talked so much for the first 20 minutes. So let's see where this goes. So for today's minute 22, and we've done this one time before. I want to hear what your lessons have been in the past few months. And I want to see how maybe that informs what and where and how the rest of the live goes. So I told you it was going to be very chill, very, easygoing today. I think I've formulated as many sentences as I can today. And so I am throwing it back at you, y'all. I want to see what lessons you may have learned over the holidays while we were away. Maybe watching a Dhar video, maybe while you're back at school, maybe friendships. Ooh, that one has been an interesting one, I've heard from some people. So yeah, let's see. Mona's thinking. Okay, I can give you a little mini lesson that Ooh, Lily coming in with one. Okay. My 2023 lesson was you can't trust anybody. I'm going to say just, right? Justin. You can't trust just anyone, even if you think you know them. Lesson, a sheep can be in a wolf's clothing. A wolf can be in a sheep's clothing. Okay, I'm sorry if I butchered your lesson. I apparently still can't read through whatever tears remain in my eyes. Okay. You know what's interesting about that, Lily? I agree. I agree. I'm not gonna front. I agree. You can't just trust anyone. I'm sorry, but it's true. I've learned that the hard way myself. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I do. So I think what's interesting here is that you know, you can't just trust anyone, and you also have to approach things without a wall, which is really, really not easy to do when you've been burned, which sounds, Lily, like perhaps you were, betrayed or stabbed in the back or whatever it was, however you describe it. It's really interesting this is coming up for you and me, Lily, because I had a similar experience, right? Where it's like sometimes you just got to be mindful of other people's intentions, and sometimes you need something from someone that they can't give you. So it's not that you can't trust them; it's that they don't deserve your trust, right? It's like it's like um yes, I believe in being mindful that, not everyone is meant to be in your life, and some people have ill intentions. And again, the tricky, tricky, tricky part is walking that fine line where you don't get guarded and build up a wall and then get jaded and defensive, right? So I've learned that sometimes what you do is, and I don't mean this as playing a game or, but you have to test who deserves your trust, who you can tell certain things to. So over my years, I've learned that you share a little something with people, and like very low bar, like doesn't matter if the whole school or workforce or whatever find out, right? So it's like the sort of thing where like it's not really like a secret that's going to hurt you if it comes out. It's just like, oh, going shopping with my cousin who I haven't spoken to in years this Saturday, whatever it is, right? And see if that gets out, right? So it's almost like just like giving a little bit to see how this person responds to your life, to your story, to your outings, right? Because sometimes like people get jealous. And so you just kind of want to gauge where people are at when you speak to them, is how I've learned to do things. And then sometimes you're still surprised by someone. And so that's a hard pill to swallow. Yeah, Lily, I can totally relate to that. And it's tricky. It's tricky. So, all I can say, perhaps, if you're asking for a little bit of how I have handled it in the past, it's just that kind of like not divulging too much too soon. I think that's fair. I think that's really fair, right? Sometimes some people come off like they're your best friends and they love you and they'll do anything for you. And then you find out like a few months later, you're like, ouch, if that's a best friend, I don't want to know what you'd be like as an enemy, right? So that's my 2 cents. Not that you asked for it, but I guess I felt very inclined to give it because it resonated with me so much. All right, let me back up here a little bit because I'm having fun with this. So um, let's see what else. I saw Nicola came in next. Um, Nicola's lessons apparently are one, family is not immune to boundaries. Any family members overstep your boundaries, don't be afraid to say it. Yeah, rock on. I dig it. Be kind because you're still having to like either live with them or share blood with them or like be kind. And there's a way to be kind, especially with your family if it merits, right? If you're past that point because they hit below the belt, then I don't know, I don't want to think about that because that really bites. But if it's a sort of thing where you could just be like civil and be like um kind and patient and understanding that them too are going through something, um, then you can have that talk, have that conversation. And I think that's the biggest thing, right? Like having a conversation. It's so huge and so important and so necessary.
Ooh, CJ, let's see. The lesson I have learned is I pray a lot. Oh, not because I need something, but because I have so much to thank God for. Wow. Wow. Okay, so if you've been on here since the beginning, I kind of thought like, I'm not going to do the maracas. I'm not going to do a lot of, but I did bring them, and that is a maraca moment. Oh my gosh, CJ, that's amazing. The lesson I have learned is I pray a lot, not because I need something from God, but because I have so much to thank God for. Wow, that's a huge bravo, CJ. I'm so proud of you that you are there and that you're sharing that. And thank you for putting that in the comments. And yeah, Morocco moment for that. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Um, Lily, your spelling. Don't say your spelling sucks. It's just sometimes sometimes we try to type so fast, right? We're like, let me get this out, let me get this out. And whenever you're trying to type fast, the letters never come out right. So it's not that your spelling sucks. It's that the speed of your fingers on the typewriter can't keep up. Reframe, right? We got to reframe things because I'm not going to allow you to say anything about you sucking. Okay, not fair. The outside circumstances can suck. That I can certainly attest to. But you internally, inside, and anything you do, nope, not going to permit it. Okay, thank you, my love. Hosea, say yes to opportunities, fate, consciousness, and the universe. I love that, Jose. Okay, hopefully I'm still alive. Gosh. Oh my gosh, what just happened? I'm still live, right? I'm gonna fast forward and make sure you guys can still see, hear me because that was weird. My computer just went like white. That's my sister with me right now. Everything good? Everything good? Okay, everybody okay. What is happening? Ah, I'm having some tech moments. Okay. Everybody good, right? Everybody good? Yes. Yep. Still here. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you guys for giving me that peace of mind. Y'all know what I get like when I find out like my mic isn't on, you can't hear me. I've done that a couple times in the past. So thank you, my loves. So let me go back to this because I love what you said, Jose, and I love that you're there. It's a very special place to be in, and it takes a while to get there, right? It takes time and energy and effort and work, and I mean effort and work in the sense that like you have to actively seek those opportunities to say yes to, right? You can't just hide out and expect things to come to you. You have to take action. You have to move forward. You have to like, be curious and sign up for something if you are home. I'm not saying you can't leave the house. I'm just saying, or that you have to leave the house rather. I'm saying that like, if something intrigues you, like go research it, right? And then things can happen. So I love that you're there. And that says a lot about you and your journey, and where you're at. So that makes me very, really happy to see Jose. So rock on. Mona, one big important lesson I've especially learned throughout 2023 is about true friendship and trusting enough to communicate no matter how uncomfortable. Wow. Um, yes. Yes. Um, Yeah, and the thing is, what's really interesting with friendships, in my opinion, again, my experience, is that sometimes you don't have an opportunity to communicate, and I don't know what that is or why that is, but sometimes life kind of just doesn't bring you back in a situation that's appropriate to have a dialogue and have a discussion. I found that for myself, a while back where I meant to have a conversation and this person wasn't available, or, they were traveling and I was traveling, like whatever it was, right? And so in those moments where, perhaps a conversation is delayed, right? Because I do believe in ultimately having them, but when they are delayed, how do you sit in those moments, right? How do you find peace with yourself when something is in the back of your mind going, oh, so and so, so and so, so and so, right? Because it tugs on our heartstrings, it tugs on our ease throughout the day. It just does, because a friend, if they've reached a certain level of friendship, is very near and dear to you, right? And they are like your ride or die for however, season they're in your life for, and that's who you turn to, and that's who you go to, and that's who you want in your life, and that's who you share things, moments and memories with. And then all of a sudden, when that is tarnished, right? Whether it was a trust, a betrayal, a lack of communication, there's so many different reasons and circumstances around why a friendship can kind of, start to dismantle. But what I find is that how you wait in those moments makes a big difference, right? So, for instance, you can wait like, so and so was so obnoxious. They threw me under the bus and they made me look foolish in front of so many people. I don't like this person. I never want to speak to them. That's one way you can, react, which is legitimate, right? And then there's this other, perhaps gentler with yourself, because that's all that matters in the grand scheme of scope of things, grand scheme of things, scope of things, either one, pick the one you want, um, is to perhaps be like, okay, this happened. Not fun, not cool. It actually quite sucks. And you know what? I could see how it needed to happen. I could see why so and so behaved in that way, because I needed to see that. I needed to have this lesson. So, what can I take away from it? I'm going to take away that, fill in the blank for you. So, you see how you can have different responses to the same situation? You might have to go over the angry part, because that's part of the grieving process. And I think we talked about this last year a little bit, that when you lose a friendship, you have to grieve that friendship, or even a relationship, whether it's a male, female, whatever. You grieve it. You grieve what is no longer going to be, right? So if this person, friend or not, is no longer in your life, it's almost like you have to have that gentle ride of grief with yourself. And I say gentle in the sense that you have to be gentle with yourself. You have to give yourself grace, right? So, it's very legitimate that this is happening now, because it's better now than later, right? And me, I rather see someone's true colors earlier than see their true colors when, years have gone by or decades have gone by, and you're like, wow, right? That stings a whole lot more. So that's perhaps maybe some insight as to how I choose to respond to those situations that are out of my control and that really suck. It's like, oh, um you know this is happening for me. It's happening so that I can learn something I need to learn. And I need to learn this now so that I can get to the next whatever's coming my way. And I rather approach it that way than the alternative. So, food for thought. Maybe that helps in some way. And yeah, I'm just going to take a moment because it says 11:11, and I'm going to do this a lot because double digit numbers, I love them, and they remind me of my sister, and any moment I have to remember my sister, I'm going to take it. And so she loved 11:11 as well. And so I have 11 likes, and hopefully if you're enjoying this, you'll give me a like. Yeah, YouTube requires that to show that we're doing some really cool things over here. So yeah, 11:11, I love it. Oh, I just got a like. Thank you.
Thank you for liking and doing all the things that you hear so many people say. It does make a difference, and I really want to be here for the long haul. So thank you for liking. And I'm assuming you're already subscribers, but if not, I almost didn't post on IG that I was doing this, and I was like, you know what? People who are subscribed will see that I'm coming on live. They know I'm live. I don't need to post on IG. And then I was like, "Ah, okay, I have a couple minutes to spare. Let me just post on IG." But it's very much that energy of like, okay, let's just do what we do on our own terms. This is a new year. We need to just follow what feels right, and see who follows along, right? Like, I can't force people to be here. So if you want to be here, rock on. You're so welcome to be here, and I'm so happy to have you here. But if this isn't where you want to be, and I'm saying this like in general, not just this here, I'm saying this as in like in life, right? Like there's free will. Like, do what feels right for you. And I think and I hope that will be a recurring theme for 2024, right? Where we get to choose what feels good for us in that moment, because it can change in the next moment. Okay. And so I'm going to give myself that latitude, right? That permission, that freedom, right? Be where I want to be. And it's exactly where I need to be. And I invite you to do the same, right? Less of an obligation to do things for so and so because that's what they want me to do. I'm sorry. I'm going to do what feels right for me. And so, yeah, let's go with that. Lily says, I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. I laughed because I couldn't pronounce it, not that I'm laughing at you being dyslexic. It's just I can't say certain words, and apparently having difficulty with that word right now. So that's why I chuckled, just to be clear. You know what? Rock on. If you're dyslexic and you have trouble spelling and yet you're typing in the comments, rock on to you. More power to you. I give you infinitely more power because you're still typing and writing and putting in regardless of your spelling. Okay. So rock on. That's all I'm going to say, Lily. You and your beautiful dyslexic self. So what if you misspell something? Like, that's a bit of a challenge for you. We all have challenges. So own it, love it, and roll with it, right? You misspell something, that's what auto check, auto correct, auto spelling, whatever that is for. So don't feel guilty or ashamed or afraid to ever type anything, because if anything, it's more power to you, right? You're still doing it despite. Some people might use that as a crutch. They might use that as an excuse as to why they don't write. You're not doing that. So rock on you, okay? That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say like bravo to you. Bravo, Lily. I love that. I love that. Jose wants to put an exclamation point. Yeah, let's exclamation point it all. I learned the trust issue the hard way multiple times. Yeah, Sarah, me too. It bites. It bites. And perhaps that's why I think the more it happens, the more you're like, okay, this needed to happen. Let's move it along to see what the next lesson is, to see what the next adventure is, to see what the next, chapter is. And that's how I prefer to approach things now. Again, the hard way. I learned it the hard way. I wasn't always like this. I used to be like the, and everybody knew because I'd be all angry chick on people. Um, CJ with another lesson. Yeah, you can have multiple lessons. Hopefully, I can get through some more. I have learned in 2023 is to always believe in yourself. Yes, no matter what. Don't let others put you down and always stay focused. Very important. Bravo, CJ. Yes. Um, I love that. I love that. Just believe in yourself. What else can you say about that, right? I love it. I've learned how to protect myself from narcissists. All right, Mona. Um, Yikes. I'm sorry that you had to learn that, but cool that you did, right? Um, Part of your journey. And that's what I love so much about your journey, meaning your journey, why I call this your journey, this channel, because it's what you are here on this earth to learn. And the quicker you learn these lessons, the quicker you go through them, the quicker you respond to them in a more favorable way. The quicker you move on, the quicker you graduate. And that to me is so exciting. It's like, okay, done. Let's go to the next thing, right? That's how I want to progress through life. And that's, the whole reason why we do these lessons, because if I learn something along the way, I want to share it. Not so you do it like me, but so that you have an example of how somebody else dealt with it, right? You do you. You are going to do you. But sometimes it's nice to be like, yo, you know? That looked like I was cheating on someone else's paper, but all I meant was, you know, brainstorm, right? And you can, study together before a test, right? So hopefully I didn't look like I was cheating off someone else's paper. That's not what I meant, but that's the energy I felt like I was giving off. um, Moving along, let's see. Turbo, hi. Yes, I am a Dharman actor. Um, Yay, I love the welcoming that everyone has given Turbo. Thank you, everybody, for making sure everybody feels welcome, whether it's their first time, second time, or 100th time. Have I done 100 lives? Ooh, I'm curious. Have I done 100 lives yet? I don't know. Maybe not yet. 3 years, though? Maybe close. There was a time where I was doing them every weekend because I was writing my book and I couldn't put out a video in time. So maybe I'd be interested to see how many lives I've done. All right, moving along. Oh, Ralita with a lesson. The biggest lesson of 2023 for me is that it is all going to be just fine in the end. If it is not fine, it is not the end. Wow. I agree. I agree. It's so true. Eh, Everything will be fine. Everything will work out. Everything will be, as it's needed to be, again, for our own progression and our own journey. And so I dig it. I dig that because, we got to remind ourselves it's going to be okay. I think I answered that to somebody. Somebody asked me how I was doing. I'm like, I'll be okay. You know, I'm just going through some stuff. And that is okay, right? We can't judge ourselves because we may be struggling or challenged or, hitting a wall. Like, it's okay. This is part of it, right? And the more you go through these situations in life, and the more the outcome is one of ease, and just peace through whatever given situation it is, the easier it gets. And that is such a huge component of how you experience life. You experience an easier life when you don't white knuckle through it, right? Like full circle. When you resist the wave hits and hurts more. Oh, I like that. When you resist the wave hits and hurts more. I like it. Um, so so yeah. I love that, Alitza. Good for you. Good for us, right? It's not the end. I followed you, Ralista. I saw that yeah, I knew the. Oh, Turbo! Yay! Why are people saying hi? I've never gotten attention before. Sorry, I didn't mean to like put you on blast there, but I love that. I'll tell you why. Because it's when we feel that we're seen, is when we can do like amazing things. That's when the magic happens. When you feel seen, when you feel like someone cares about you, when you've just met them a couple minutes ago and they're just happy that you're here, um, That's so cool. And that's what we want to have in this little Fry fam bubble. Yay. And I say all these little different things because over the years, now it's going to be like a string of different words, right? So over the years, um, a lot of us have been together. If you're still here, Turbo, a lot of us have been here together doing these lives over the last over 3 years. And so we've become a little bit of a family. And so that's why I call y'all Fry Fam, because it's Friday and the fam gets together on Fridays. And so it's this little bubble. And I always want whoever is new to feel welcomed, because how many times you show up somewhere and you're like, everybody knows each other. I don't know anybody. I feel alone. I'm just gonna hide. I'm just gonna like not be here. I hope no one sees me because no one knows me. No, not in here. In here, we want you to feel seen, welcomed, acknowledged, and that you have a voice, because each and every single one of you have a powerful voice. And if you don't feel that from day to day, my wish and desire is to help make you feel that way. Right? So that's why people are saying hello, Turbo. And that was really cool that you put that in the comments. I'm sorry, it was probably like 20 minutes ago and you may or may not be here, but I love it. So thank you. um, Molly, I've learned how to build on my confidence. What I got taught personally is that if I find things I enjoy, to slowly build steps to build my confidence. Yeah, you get more confident when you do the things you are good at, right? So I've been listening to this a lot, actually, Molly. There's this Dean Graziosi, right? Dean Graziosi is this amazing like self-help guru that I love and follow. And he's followed by millions, of course. And he says, like, the most ridiculous thing that we are led to believe in society is that we have to work on our weaknesses. Why? If we are strong at something, let's become even more strong at what we're great at, right? That's how the incredible athletes, come to be. That's how the incredible, teachers and scientists and firemen, whatever it is, right? Astronauts, that's how they get infinitely better, because they focus on the thing that they're already great at, right? So like imagine if like oh my gosh, I'm blanking on all the names. Okay, imagine Michael Jordan, right? Although he did play baseball. But the point is, he focused on basketball. Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Toby Bryant. Like they focused on what they loved and what they were great at. Imagine if you put them on a soccer field. Like, what? That's not what they loved, right? So they developed their strength of playing the game of basketball specifically, because that's what they loved and were good at. So I love that you're saying that, Molly. It's like, do what you enjoy what you do, get more confident in that. And then if you've seen my other video, right, about how to increase your confidence, already have something you're good at and borrow confidence from that thing that you're already like really good at, so that you can learn something else, right? So whether it's learning a language and you already speak Spanish, let's say, I'm okay at speaking Spanish fluently, right? I'm not great at speaking German, but if I want to learn German, I can borrow the fact that I speak a second language and put my effort and energy into learning a new language. Danke. That's for you, Joy, right? That means thank you, right? So, um, yeah, it's like focus on what you're good at and don't think you need to be good at everything, because you're not going to be. You're meant to be on this earth to share the gift that you were given. You're not expected to have 1,000 gifts and share all 1,000 gifts, because then you water down all 1,000 gifts. Start to find what you really enjoy, what you're good and great and awesome at, and progress in that way, right? So
I love that, Molly. So I'm glad you're building your confidence and you do amazing edits. So let's just recognize that you're hugely creative, and I love that. And you're so generous with your edits. So thank you for making us feel so good when you create things for us. So yeah. Oh, Mona, yes. I wonder if I'm the girl. Okay, I'm gonna make believe I'm the girl. Girl, you're hitting the nail on the head about a huge 2023 lesson. I've had past trust issues, but I also have followed my heart in who to trust. It's been a blessing. It is. It's really cool when you have had past lessons that you can defer to and be like, oh, when I did this, it worked. When I did that, it didn't work so well, right? And that comes with experience, right? So we're not expecting you to know exactly how to respond to every given situation you find yourself in. Negative, that will never happen because so many things we discover for the first time, right? So like having had the lesson and understanding how you want to respond to someone because you learned it previously, that's a huge blessing. That's incredible. And so I love it. Thank you, Mona. And that's why we're here, because look at all the lessons we're garnering from each other. So that again, should you find yourself in that position, you're like, oh, I remember Mona said this. I remember, CJ said that, or Nicola, or any of you in here. And that is what I love about these lives. And I knew I would feel so much better. Yay. Okay. Nicola. Uh-huh. I don't know where that's coming from, but uh-huh. I also learned that not everyone can stay in your life forever. What did I say? Everyone is in your life for a season. We don't know how many months or years that season is, but not everyone is meant to be in your life forever. Yeah, Nicola, I agree wholeheartedly. And don't set high expectations for people because things can change for them and it's hard. True, true, and true, true, and true. Wow, expectations. I think we're gonna have to do a live or a lesson around expectations. Thank you, Nicola, for bringing that up because expectations, right? It's like you gotta expect things to turn out awesome. But yet, if you have such high expectations and they don't turn out awesome, you're like, what the heck? Right? Yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting topic. We'll table that because that's a big discussion, I think. Oh, Joy, Turbo, you're always welcome. We always welcome new people. See? There you go. Hopefully you're still here for that. Just a few minutes after, because it took me 20 minutes to get to your comment. So I do talk a lot. Oh, Jolie. That's funny. You put the we right after. I didn't see it. But yeah, you corrected yourself. See? It's the freaking keyboard, Lily, right? We all make little, that's nothing to worry about, in my opinion. Um, my Sarah baby doll. I learned to always spend time with your family. Oh my gosh, talk about nail on the head. Because you never know when something might happen that changes everything. Okay, Sarah. Yeah, I second, third, fifth, quadruple that statement. And that's funny because that was the lesson I was gonna talk about today. But then last minute I was like, you know what? I just want to hear where you guys are at. I want to hear where you are coming from in this new year. And I really wanted to just hear what you all have to say. And so that's really cool. That's really cool. And I'm going to make a really stupid comment right now. And I know I shouldn't say stupid, but it's kind of so off topic that it's stupid. But I feel like saying it because it's bothering me. So, as you know, I can't see anybody but myself, right? I'm like looking at myself. So today, I'm like not really like a makeup person. I love makeup on my face, but I'm not like one of those people like that does tutorials and stuff. Like I just
put makeup on. But I tried doing this like winged little thing, and I think you've caught me a couple times. It's like it looks like it's smudging, and so I don't like this little wing thing I did. So I'm like trying to like I told you it was like a stupid off topic comment I would make, but it's like bothering me because I keep seeing it and I'm like, what is up with it? So I'm not doing that again. I tried to get creative. Look at the amount of creativity I gave my makeup today. Um, but it's not working for me. So, all right. Switching back to this very cool topic of lessons learned. And I'm at the top of the hour. So I'm hoping, Mona, you might have a little more time for us. Let me go forward and check if Mona has a couple more minutes. I've missed you guys. We have so much to talk about. Mona. Oh my God. Okay, still here, still here. Oh, yay, Mona's available. Okay, cool. So now I can talk for a couple more minutes. I've tried to honor our Friday, but I've missed you guys so much that I want to make sure that we get a few more lessons in at a minimum. So let's see. Oh, lots of comments. Yay. I see, Mona. It could be 100, Jovanna. Weekly would be 52 weeks times 3 years. Granted, not every week, but around there. I was trying to do the same math in my head, Mona. Mona and CJ, like, I think are like the most OGest of us all. And it could be. I was kind of doing that math. You probably saw me going, so maybe I'd be interested in finding out how many I've done. Um, ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Wow, lots of comments. Okay, I'm gonna get through a couple more lessons. And then you can always put the lessons, like copy and paste the lesson and put it like in the comments of when this video gets uploaded or something. Because I can always try to go back and answer them. As you can tell, I've been a little slow on responding to comments. I think if you're here at the beginning of the live, you know why. And thank you for understanding and your patience while I protect and nurture my heart during this time. So thank you for that. I feel very much inclined to say that because I am doing the bare minimum these days. Truth. So that's how I'm rolling, and I'm okay with it. I'm gonna be gentle with myself. But I remember that I saw Aaron with a lesson. Uh-oh, let's see. Okay. I know it's been a while since I've been here, but I just want to say I really love you so much and thank you for saving me. You're an incredible woman and you have an amazing heart. Oh, Aaron, thank you for that. It really means a lot. And thank you for being here. And thank you for knowing when to pop back in. And thank you for watching when you know that you want to, do your own thing. So thank you for that. I love that. Oh, you love sharing lessons too, CJ, right? It's amazing. I love it. Mona. Um, it's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be stressed, my baby doll. It's okay to be stressed. And when you look at something and you're not afraid of what it can mean, it diminishes the power it has on you. So let me see if I can say that in a different way. If you look at stress or anxiety or frustration or circumstances that are occurring in your life and you look at it and you're like, this is what's happening. I understand I'm stressed. That's okay. I'll work through this stress. Do you see how much more peace you can have when you just look at something? Because when you're afraid to look at something, that's when fear overpowers you. And that's when it becomes debilitating. Don't be afraid to be stressed or anxious or worried. There's better ways of being. And that's why we're here, right? And that's why I wrote my book. And that's why we do the things we do. But it's not something we need to be fearful of because then that's when you want to hide under the covers and never come out, right? So
I just want to help you acknowledge that if you're stressed, rightfully so. You have a lot going on right now, as most everyone walking on this earth. A lot is happening simultaneously for all of us, right? And if you're having a stress response, it's okay. What can you do to diminish the stress? And that to me is a more powerful stance to approaching the stress. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Always spend time with your family no matter what. It was so good to be with my family the last few weeks. I was in Florida for almost 2 weeks after I picked up my sister's ashes. Oscar and I wanted to post a photo of me holding my sister's ashes, and Oscar was like, "Don't do that." I'm like, "Why?" I want to put a photo of me because I was holding my sister like this. And he's like, "No, that's disrespectful." I'm like, "But I love her." So I ended up not posting the photo. He's like, "Ask your mom if it's okay that you do." And I still haven't asked my mom, but I really do want to ask my mom. I keep forgetting. Um, but I just love, I was like holding her like this, through the airport. It was really odd. It was really odd. But it was beautiful at the same time. And so, yeah, being with family rocks. Yeah. Okay. Woo. JC in the house. What's up, JC? I am just seeing you in the house. Welcome, welcome. Nicola, if a friend doesn't give you much attention like before, don't force yourself to put effort when the connection isn't mutual. Right down the line. You said it, Nicola. And at the same time, we can be respectful about it, right? Just because they're feeling a certain way doesn't mean that we, you know, what's the word? Mona. What's that word? Like we don't want to subject ourselves to lessening our power in the world because somebody else is showing a different face. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my brain, right? You're still a powerful being, even though someone perhaps doesn't want to hang out with you anymore, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Just because someone has a different opinion about you doesn't mean that you are anything less than what you were when they did like you. Do you see what I mean? I'm trying to get to this point. How do I get to this point, guys? But it makes so much sense in my brain. It's like I just want to make sure that we uphold ourselves and stay confident despite perhaps somebody no longer liking us, is what I think I'm trying to share. So, yeah, cool. Um Lily. Agreed. It's hard to type fast. I like doing lives on a desktop instead of my phone. It's slower. Yeah. Um, yeah, I tried doing, remember guys, when I tried doing lives on my phone because my laptop was whatever. And I was like, I couldn't read any comment because they were like moving so fast. I had zero control over anything. So yeah, a phone is tricky. Bravo, Aaron. Bravo. Big, huge kudos to you. Only say yes to things when you truly mean it. Yeah. But sometimes we do feel like obligated. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to go down that path because that's another can of worms. I love that, Sarah. Keep your chin up, Aaron. I love that. I love that. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, Sarah, for being such an amazing cheerleader. God is good always. That's why I love being nice so much. CJ, bravo. So proud of you. Okay, so this is the part where I was having the technical issues, so I can fast forward. I'm only going to take another few minutes because I want you all to go enjoy your Friday and your weekend, yay, and Saturday, yay, if you're on the other side of the world, which now I've been to, and it's amazing being ahead of the world.
being ahead of the Western world, to be specific, is so cool. Like, I don't know, I didn't know how I was gonna respond to that, but it felt really cool to be like a day ahead. It was so cool. India was so amazing. India was so amazing. I'm so glad I went because I wasn't gonna go, but I'm so glad I went. Okay. Um, ooh, trust is earned. Yes, my Lily, of course. Trust is earned, and not everyone deserves your trust. Aw, Joy, you and your rhymes and your poems and your drawings, you're so talented, and I'm so grateful you're here. So thank you. Don't compare yourself to others on social media, as people only talk about the best bits that might give an illusion on how they are. You don't know what they could be doing or going through outside of it. Nicola? True. True. Yeah, which video did I do? I think I did the video on like social media. Duh. Yeah, it was a social media video that I did that it was like yeah, I touch on that and it was really important for me to remember that too, right? I share what I stumble upon in my own life and I had to share that because I was like, wait a minute, right? Ah, so many good lessons, Ralitza says. Yes, I'm glad we did this. I hope it's okay that I threw the ball at you guys and I was like, guys, run with it. I mean, you guys have like, I don't know, you guys have like just, I don't know if I want to say home run, touchdown. I don't know which sport analogy I want to go with, but you guys have rocked it. So I won't go with any sport because I can't speak to them like I think I can. Okay. Um, Oh, Jolie, my joy. Not sure if this is part of 222, but it's resonating the same way 222 does, if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, my love. I'm happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Um, so delighted. Mona, let's see. Sometimes we write stories in our head when we take things personally. Mhm. I recently took something personally. When I had a chance to communicate, I was truly listened to. Turns out it wasn't personal. Girl, you're so right. So right. And if you hadn't had the conversation, right, you wouldn't have known that. It's about finding the time to have that dialogue because it can make a huge difference and it could flip things on their belly. And you're like, oh, or on their head. Is it head? Belly? Whatever. You can find the underbelly. How about that? Um, um, oh, long live 1111. Yay. Of course, I'll like the live. Yay. Thumbs up. All right, my loves. Oh my God, there's still so many beautiful comments. Oh, thank you for having notifications on for my channel, my beautiful Lily. Um, Molly, embrace our paths this year. That's really cool. We got to embrace our paths this year. You helped me and many others, Jovanna. Of course, we would be here. Aw, yay! Wow, 2 years, Nicola. I remember. I think I remember I was like jumping up on that little I used to do the lives on a trampoline and I was like and you guys were like keeping up with me and I feel like I remember starting to say your name a lot when I was on the trampoline a couple years ago. I stopped doing that obviously because it was so distracting, but it was so fun for me. Um You want to feel what it feels like to be on a Dhar Man video. It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It's amazing. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it is very rewarding. And then to hear how you guys respond to the videos, that's what like makes it all worth it. Like all the tears, all the sweat. We sweat a lot. I don't think you know that, but we sweat a lot when we do our videos because sometimes it's really hot and the studio gets really hot because we can't turn on the AC for sound. So often between, let's say, May to October, we're sweating because we have late summers in LA. We are sweating, guys. And we're like, so it's literally sweat, not blood, but yes, tears. But I've gotten a few bloody noses, but that's about it. um, Oh, CJ, thank you for reminding Lily that she's not alone. And I love that you all are so brilliant. Um, all right, my loves, I do not want to keep you any longer, even though you know I can talk. I thought this was going to be a short live. Every time I say that, you guys make me feel so freaking darn good that I don't want to get off the freaking live. Okay, so that's on you for making me feel so good. And I thank you. I thank you so very much. Oscar's doing well. Oscar's good. Oscar's amazing. Oscar is just my rock and my heart and my love. I just love Oscar so much. He has just been the most incredible husband from moment one, not just in these last couple months, but from moment one. He is my just, I found my treasure, truly, truly, truly. Jose says, another lesson, love myself for who I am and what I like. 2023 was the year I made a group of friends who accepted me for who I am, and I owe it all to them. How about you owe it all to yourself, right? Because you did the work. You did the work to find a group of people who you resonated with and that they like you, because if you were not likable, they wouldn't like you, right? So you've done the work. So how about you owe it to yourself, right? And I only say that because it is so important to give ourselves credit. Give yourself props, right? Pat yourself on the back because you have worked hard to be where you're at, that you found people that you resonate with and that have common interests, right? You had to go looking for it and it had to find you. If you wouldn't have done what you have done, Jose, you wouldn't have found what you have found, right? So I want you to give them credit, sure, but give yourself credit too, right? In this world where sometimes we feel like everything is, how about for you too? Okay? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And I hope it's okay I say that. um, okay, you guys, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Wow. Wow. I am just so delighted. I think, yay, Danny, hi. You're seeing Jackie and the Rippers. Okay, cool. I don't know who they are, but Jackie's my sister's name, so go have fun. You've been here for a while. Talk to you later. Okay, cool. Trevor, hi. Oh, you're such a great person to take advice from. You know what, Trevor? Thank you. However, um, I was taking all you guys' lesson and just expounding on them a little bit because I have a visual platform right now. But thank you. It feels really good that you said that. So thank you. Um Thank you, Mona. Okay. Um Oh, Sean, you have a beautiful voice, and I just want to like remind you of that you make amazing comments, and you make us think, and you think differently, which is awesome. And so you do have a very powerful voice, is where I'm going to leave it so that you remember that. Okay, Mona, if this is your lesson, I gotta, even though I hope you're still okay. Another major, because you said it's a major thing you learned. Embrace the rawest and weirdest version of yourself. You never know who likes you for you as a person. I love that. And that is so true. I think the weirder we are, the more real friends and family can be with you, right? The more like people can like open up to you. And that's powerful, right? When you give other people permission to be weird and to be themselves, that is like awesome. That is like the word pinnacle wants to come out. I don't know why. But that's like the pinnacle. Like when you could be yourself and others feel like they can be themselves around you, that's like the pinnacle. Going with it. um, Beautiful words, Jovanna. Well, thank you. I receive. All right, y'all. You guys are so incredible, and your comments are amazing. And I wish I could go back and read them, but after a while or before a while, I can't. Um, Jolie, you're such a poet. Something I learned this week was not every storm brings a rainbow after it. Some bring snow, others rain. It might not make sense now, but it'll get better over time. Yes, I love that, Jolie. My joy love. I love that. And whatever the storm dumps on you, you gotta run with it because you're not gonna tell it to take it back, right? And there's no going back. If it dumps rain, snow, or a rainbow upon you, you can't ask for it to go back. So you gotta roll with it. So I love that, Jolie. Um, Okay, guys, you are incredible. I'm gonna start closing it out because Mona, my Mona, weekend weather the storm. Perfect, Mona. That is a bow on it. My John love. Bye for now. I am going to end it, this live with our big. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it. Let me get it. With a little bit of singing bowl, just to ground us into the weekend, if that's okay. So I am just going to take a moment to offer us a little bit of ease into the weekend. Yay. So I love you all tremendously. I am so grateful for each and every single one of you. Thank you for bringing me so much joy today, every day, but today especially. So let's just roll with a little. Yay! I think it's glass, Mona. I think it's a glass bowl. It's definitely not stone. It feels like glass to me. This one does, at least. I love you all tremendously. Happy Friday, my loves. Thank you for the gift of you. Thank you for being so incredible. Thank you for being just so incredible. I'm so grateful. So, on that note, big love. Happy Friday. Happy weekend, yay. And I'm so glad you like my bowl singing, Mona. Nikhil, you're still here. All right, my love. Sorry I went over, but I just missed you. And I just want to wish you the very, 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 very best in 2024 and beyond. Bye, everybody. Bye, JC. Bye, CJ. Bye, Mona. Bye, everybody. I miss you already. Bye.